What's up? What's up? What's up? Uh-oh. Wait. Sorry. Hey, thank you. What's up, guys? I hope the humming is not too bad. I have the fan on. Silk makes my titty sweat. So there's that. So, hey guys. But I don't feel like wearing any real clothes. So there's that as well. What's up? Okay. So I'm not gonna wait for too many people to get in here, because I told y'all. I already told y'all what time it was. I told you what time it was. Before we get into anything, oops, I'm sorry. Before we get into anything, I know somebody's gonna ask about what I'm wearing on my lips. I have a really dark brown liner. Hey guys, I have a really dark brown liner on, and I actually did put some black liner on today with that dark brown liner. But I have Fenty Unbutton all around my lips, and then well, really in the center, and I just got a block. If you watch my latest foundation tutorial, you'll see how I did this. And then I actually wore the Lip Bars Miss Independent lip gloss over it, and then I just put, for some extra shine, my Ruby Kisses hydrating lip oil, like I usually do. So get in here, get in here, get in here. I wanted to have a chit chat with y'all, and of course have a little drinky drink. So what y'all drinking on? I'm drinking on some fake wine, aka Moscato, because anything else and my eyes are gonna be like this, and I want to be present for you guys. I came here to speak, so I can't be too I just can't be too lax. But we do have a little wine, so, and then I have a little bottle of water too. So I hope you guys are ready to talk about what I gotta talk about today. I pulled up on my Costco. Okay, hey, Costco, it does the trick. I'm not spending too much money on wine because, one, anything gets me lit. So I don't care. And a lot of the times the stuff that's not sweet is disgusting. I guess I don't have a matured palate. So I'm not doing the dry stuff. So what's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I have been trying to get myself together during quarantine. Hi from Paris, bonsoir. Oh, did I say it right? Hi. I've been trying to get it together. Oh, I hope this eye doesn't water. I've been trying to get myself together during quarantine because I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when quarantine hit, this whole thing hit, it couldn't have been at a worse time. Like, literally, I had just got some jobs outside of Texas. Like, I was about to travel, and then boom, hey Kayla, like, boom, everything canceled. I'm not essential. Just bought a new car. Oh, of course this hits, of course. But you know, I went through about a month of just sleeping, having a horrible headache, not working out, just trying to figure out like what's gonna happen for me. And about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I just decided that I have no control over this, and so I'm not going to worry about it, you know? And that I know that even though we're in the midst of chaos, things will still work out for my good. Like, y'all know how that's how I have to operate. I have to operate from a place of optimism, and I have to speak abundance into my life, because if I don't, I mean, there's no other option for me. I can't sulk. I can't, woe is me. I can't think about, oh, is it gonna get better? It has to get better. It's gonna get better. It's better now, you know? So, yeah, just trying to, you know, figure out like what I want to do, and you know, what do I have control of at this moment. And I have control over me. I have control over my social media and the direction that I want to go. I have control over my purpose, and I have control over my spiritual gifts, and so I'm going to use them, and that's what I'm here for. So that's what I'm here for, and that's what really makes me feel good. I feel my best when I'm helping other people, especially women, especially Black women and femmes. So here we are, and I hope that y'all are, you know, I hope that y'all are ready. So, standards. Standards. I feel like the word standards, boundaries, and like, standards and boundaries are kind of like the word toxic in 2019. We just overuse them, but I really don't think that, you know, people, not that they don't understand them, that some people might not understand them, and some people might not understand how they affect your life and how you incorporate them into your life. And this is not just for dating, this is for just this is for life, period. But right now we're talking about dating. Hey, Jared. Well, I'm about to switch to a glass of wine. Yes, get your wine, get your water. I got water and wine because y'all, I told you I'm sweating under the satin. It's a steamy, steamy two-piece under here. And I have a little bit of wine. So, hey guys, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So for me, I would describe standards as requirements, the basic requirements for someone to be in your life. Like, what is the bare minimum for someone to be present in your life and for you to share your time with that person? What do they need to be doing? That's what it is to me, plain and simple. And so I feel like it's important for us to be honest about what we want. Excuse me. You need to figure out what it is that you want, because when you do not know what you want, when you have no standards, you have no boundaries, you are put into situations that you have no business being in. Situations that do not serve you, situations that drain you, situations that you're gonna be like, you be like, how did I get here? It's because you did not know what you wanted. And if you did know what you wanted, you weren't true to it, you didn't stand firm in it, and it wasn't authentic to you. I'm reading a comment now. There is interesting that people are on different levels, not the same. Someone is better than the next person. I just have things that I have to be to get my energy. Okay, I'm gonna read comments later, but because, you know, I gotta be on a roll. So when you don't know what it is that you want, you don't know what your standards are, you have people that come into your life that are a waste of time because they're not on your level, one, or there's somebody that might be, you know, a pretty good catch, but you kind of don't know what you want, so they're stringing you along because you're thinking that they're the prize, that you can't do anything without them, or that they determine like what happens next in your life. If it's not for them, if they don't make the decision, you're not making decisions. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous when you do not have that control over your life and over your decisions. A manipulator sees that. A manipulator sees when you do not know what you want. A manipulator sees when you do not have standards and that you don't abide by them. A manipulator sees that. You become an easy target for manipulators when you do not know what your standards are, when you do not stand firm in your standards. And so it's really important to be honest with yourself. What is it that I want? What is realistic to me? And understand that standards and boundaries are not a one-size-fits-all. What works for me may not work for you. What works for your mama, what your mama was telling you growing up about what she did and what she did, that may not work for you. Your best friend, that may not work for you. And now that kind of gets, you know, a little fuzzy because you want like-minded people on your team, but it's just not a one-size-fits-all thing. And so I have my notes over here, guys. I'm really old school. It's all about like having control, autonomy. Like you have to self-govern yourself. You have the complete control over your decisions, over your actions. So you have to stand firm in that, you know. So when you're able to stand firm in your standards when you know what they are, and you know how your standards affect you. You know what the fruit of your standards labor will be. You know that, okay, a standard for me is a guy has to have integrity. He has to be a man of his word, because if he's not, I do not feel secure. I cannot trust his word. I cannot trust anything he says. Because if I don't have a man that has integrity, I'll end up in a relationship where he says he's going to do something, I look forward to it, and it doesn't happen. And then what do? I nag. Well, that's not a problem to him, because he showed you in the beginning what it was, and you didn't say anything. Or he showed you, you didn't say anything, so you just let it happen, and he's just like, well, this is how I am. And then here you are stuck trying to sow into something and get something out of nothing because you've invested so much. that's a whole nother topic too. That's a whole nother topic too. Hey guys, yes. So you have to know what it is that your standards bring to your life, what it is that your standards bring to your life, and how it affects your life. So really get honest about what is it, what do I want, what do I need, what do I need to be happy, what do I need to be secure, and yeah, you know, that's that on that. And so once you find out your standards, and once you have those basic bare minimum values for a person that you want to date, you know, should you explain yourself? Should you even tell them? And I have mixed feelings about that. So about telling somebody your standards, I feel like the person that I am going to mesh the best with, I don't have to tell him that I like being taken on dates, because if you look at my pictures and you pay attention, I'm in places all the time. Besides, before quarantine, whatever. You look at my pictures, I'm out with girlfriends, like I'm taking pictures places, I'm traveling. I shouldn't have to tell you that, you know, I like makeup because I'm wearing makeup and I'm always talking about makeup, and my channel, not my channel, but my page is about beauty. I just went blank. Okay, so you shouldn't have to, but in the case that you do have to tell someone, okay, this is what I like a man of his word, or I expect that my man is going to take me on dates. I expect that my man is going to speak my love language. And somebody has a something to say about that, like there's like a little bit of tug of war with your standards. No, you have to become so firm in your standards that your standards are not something that you explain and you argue about. Your standards are yours. My standards are mine. And if a man cannot meet that, he's not the one for me. And that's just it. There's no hard feelings. There's no, well, I just feel like, no, I'm not explaining myself to you because my standards are mine. And the person that's for me, he's going to see it. One, the ideal person for me, he's going to see it. He's going to like, oh yeah. And I'm not even going to have to say anything because he already knows. He's a smart man. And if I do say it, he's like, oh, that was understood. I already knew it. And he follows through with that. Because if you even have to say what you like, if you have to say, you know, stay a boundary or stay a standard, you know, what you require from someone, and it's black and white. They heard you the first time, and you have to repeat something, they're not the one for you either. If I have to repeat myself over something that bothers me, over something that I like, that I want from you, and you don't do it, or you keep on doing it, you don't respect me. You are okay with disappointing me, and then so you're okay with disrespecting me, and that's not what I'm spending my time on. I'm not spending my time on that. And so when it comes to explaining yourself, like I said, your standards are yours. Your standards are yours. This is why I don't get the debates on social media about, you know, splitting bills and going Dutch on dates and stuff like that, because it's just like, there is somebody for everybody. I know that my way of dating and my way of thinking is not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. And, you know, I'm not going to argue with that because I know that it's for somebody. I know it's for somebody. So why would I argue about what I require, what I've seen done tenfold in my dating life, to somebody who's obviously not going to do it? I'm not going to explain myself. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to beg you. And this comes from a mindset of abundance. When you don't live in abundance, when you don't think that there is better out there, when you don't think this is the best you can get, that's scarcity. And you will end up in situations where you're holding on to something that does not want to be held. It's showing you in black and white that this is not for you. You got little feelings here and there. Your intuition was kind of bugging. You're like, oh, nah. Red flag, no, that's white. I can't even read that sign. Like, you will end up in a situation holding on to something, thinking it's the best you can get, and there's nothing out there for you. There's nothing. This is it. When baby, There are billions of people on this earth. And you have to believe that there's something better than what is not serving you. Something that's not working for you, that's the best you can get. That's the only thing you can get. Nah, baby, we don't date out of scarcity. We don't live in a scarcity mind. We're not gonna live that way because that's not gonna serve us. And we're gonna end up in the same situations until we learn this lesson. Until we learn that lesson, you're going to end up in the same exact situations over and over and over. And I'm telling you this because that was me. The same situations. And up to this day, I learned my lessons once, and once is all I need. I learned my lessons once, and once is all I need. Once is all I need. I'm good, fam. Because every lesson, if you learn it more than once, if you have to learn it more than once, it gets worse and worse until you like falling out on the ground. It's like, yeah, it's gonna knock you off your feet every time. It's gonna get worse. So yeah, I'm reading the comments now, guys. I'm going all the way up. Hey friend, a man of his word and honest. And that's the bare minimum, real. That's like literally what? You're begging somebody for bare minimum treatment? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I like this robe. Thank you. I got it from Shein. I call it Shein. Shein. That's what I call it. You are glowing, Jasmine. Thank you. It's the rose water glycerin, honey. That's the Oh My Glow serum underneath. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked out my latest foundation routine, check it out. It's at the link in my bio. Shameless plug. Hey, so gorgeous, boo. Thank you so much. Amen. Telling men your standards is labor and giving up too much game. Gotta see what they have to offer and let them show improve. And you correct bad behavior and encourage good behavior. Yeah, and you know what? That's when what are you looking for? What do you like in a man? Oh, you know, I like a lot of things. So, you know, you just show me. And the thing about, you know, people say, well, men pretend. Baby, when you're self-aware and you're observant and you're not trying to perform and trying to show up and make sure he likes you, you're doing the opposite. You're sitting back, you're observant, and you're like, he's lying through his teeth. That didn't sound right. That didn't quite match up with what he said a day ago. If you really pay attention, they're literally showing you on the first date, before the first date, what it is. So just chill. And you correct bad behavior and encourage good behavior. Man, if this ain't something I had to learn, and correcting bad behavior is not nagging, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nagging gets you nowhere. When have you ever nagged for something and it's gotten you what you want consistently? Nagging is a sign of bluffing. When you nag, you're not going anywhere, and they know that. They know that. Nagging is a form of bluffing. You know what you don't? You know what you do? I ignore it. Oh, I ignore it. You don't want to spend time with me? I'm going to spend time with somebody else. Cool. And when you call, I'm not going to cut off what I have to do for you. I'm not going to rearrange my schedule. I'll see when I can get together. I'm free on this day. I'm free on Tuesday. Okay, well, yeah, let's do it. And then so when we finally hang out, if this is somebody I really want to be with, how I correct the behavior and encourage the good behaviors. I love spending time with you. I really do love. So I love this time. I love this one-on-one time. And I didn't have to even say, I don't think we're spending enough time together. I don't think, you want to go out with your friends too much, or you gotta, you're doing a little bit too much to want some coochie. So you don't even have to say that. Ignore the good, ignore the bad, and encourage the good. It's like a toddler. It's literally like a toddler. A toddler wanting attention, doing something bad, cussing, saying fuck, because he wants you to be like, no, don't say that, and get that attention. And when you ignore it, he figures out, okay, this doesn't work. Let me try something good, or let me, correct my behavior. It's like a toddler in a grown man's body. And this is not even just with men. So I say this all the time. Talk the things them. The things them. Exactly. Gaslighting is real. They try to argue you down and get you to prove your worth, your own standards. Baby, buy dookie draws. Buy crunchy booty crack. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not. That's the thing about it. It doesn't make sense. How does that make sense for you to argue How does that make sense for you to state your standards and state what you require, and somebody comes back and says, well, actually, no. This is not a debate. We're not having a discussion about, whether or not I'm worthy of what I require. No, baby, I've seen it done before. This is a standard because I've seen it done before. And let me tell you something. As you date, the quality of men, if you date men, the quality should get better. It should never go like this, and it definitely shouldn't go like this. Because you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not serving yourself when you do that. It should get better. And you know why? When you date, you know why you want to date and you want it to get better. It's because when you get better, you're like, well, damn, I got this. I know I can get that. That's not out of my reach. And I know that homeboy who wasn't doing the bare minimum crap, he just didn't like me all that much. And that's cool. Like, don't take it personally, babes. Don't personalize it. Don't internalize that. It's not for me. And that's cool. It doesn't always have to be this big blow about why is it that I can't find somebody who does this and I can't. Yeah, but if you believe that, cool. But my thinking is he just wasn't for me. And it's not up to me to make somebody see my magic, babe. Because all that matters is I see it. I see it, and I'm not the only one that sees it. I'm not the only one. I just haven't met him yet. Or you're just not the one. You're just not the one. So true. You're beautiful. God bless you. Thank you. Hi, cousin. Hey, cousin Charlotte. Thank you. Yup. Salute. Thanks for all the positive. Thank you. Gotta consider that a lot of women literally end up in poverty because of relationships, can't afford to play. Sheesh. Oh my God. I mean, let's talk about it. I didn't want to talk about this. I did not want to talk about this. I did not want to talk about this. Who you date and how it affects your life. Adele had to give over half her fortune to her ex-husband. Over half. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, my chest. Oh, my chest. And people are congratulating her for weight loss and all. Not saying that losing weight is not a bad thing. But baby, if I had to give over half my fortune, my millions of dollars to a man who ain't doing shit, God damn it, I would lose about 130 pounds too. But that's it. That's just me. That's just me. Observing and reading energy is key. Period. Girl, you're preaching. Thank you. Because they are dogs. And that's the thing. I don't speak. You got to watch the way you speak. Because if you say men are dogs, then yeah, the ones that come up to you, they're going to be dogs. Now, mind you, I don't put anything past men. For me, when you come into my life, you're guilty until proven innocent. Being a judge, Judy ass, bang, 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 next caller, bitch, has really, just served me well. It really has served me well. And, I won't apologize for it because the person that, the people that were with it, they stepped up, they step up. So we make it easy for them to pretend by giving them the script. They're not smart enough to keep up for the facade for that long, so let them crash and burn it. They're gonna. A man will spill everything on the first date. Oh my God, I'm really trying to tell you. Instead of you spilling everything about your ex and your past relationships, which you should never do on the first date, how about you sit back, like I said on my last live, you're cool, calm, collected, sexy, and he's here to impress you, babe, because he's here ultimately to get your vagina. You're not there because you're aching for his dick, babe. Because I bet you the vibrator under your pillow can do a way better job than him. You're not there because you want him to fuck you. You're there because he saw you, he saw your body, he saw your face. Something about you was like, damn, she's sexy. My dick is hard. I want to take her out. I want to see what it's about. I mean, I'm sorry to break it to you. I love y'all, but y'all know I have to give it to you straight. Men are visual, so you're there to be impressed. You're there to listen to him. Listen to him. See what does not sound right. And then ask the hard questions. Oh, you and your ex. Okay, so what was it that you could have done better? So what was it that you could have done better in your last relationship? Oh, well, for real? That's when you ask those hard questions. And you want to see if they can look you in your eye. If they're kind of stuttering. They can't really, articulate things like that. They need to be trained by Reward and Doghouse. They literally run after women, paying them little to no attention. Nagging and plucking at them never works. They learn through silence. Period. The brain is a muscle. You got to train it. And that's the thing. Any skill can be built. This time last year, I did not think that I could be this confident in what I wanted and be unapologetic. And if somebody cannot do it for me, I didn't think that I'd be like, bye. I didn't believe that I could just block somebody. I could just ignore somebody. Like, I didn't believe that. I would be like, oh, well, let me see. He's showing me red flags, but no, it's really not a red flag. I'm going to tweak it in my mind, and I'm going to make it work. This is going to work for me. This is what it is. Rose-colored glasses on. And no. Let's see. I don't know what y'all laughing at. Oh, not crunchy booty crack. Yeah, crunchy booty crack. A lot of these men that y'all are like sweating over don't even wash between their ass cheeks, and they don't clean the bottom of their feet. So when you wonder why your white bed sheets are looking a little gray at the bottom, it's his nasty ass feet, because he has a film of dirt, because he thinks it's gay to bend over. So also got to remember that even good men need to be reeled and directed. Cannot let everyone on the slide. Yep. Every man, quality or not. So it's easy. Let me say, Kiki, I love you. It's easy for you to say this. It's easy for you to say this and be like, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to take that, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to take that, for a man that you're really not feeling, you're really not attracted to. But what about when your coffee cereal bowl stands in front of you? What about when your Idris Elba stands in front of you? What about when your whatever fine guy, you know I love dark-skinned men, so what about when they're standing in front of you? Do those standards go out the door? Well, what happens? What happens? Do you buckle? Do you all of a sudden you can't talk? All of a sudden you're fidgety and you're like, well, I do this and I'll do that. Are you still just cool, calm, and collected and waiting for him to impress you? That's a test. That's a skill to be built. That you learn that through experience. You learn that through get out them books. And this is for me. Get out them books that you've read 5 times. Put that to good use. You know, test those skills. What works for you? Because a lot of stuff in these books, they're not necessarily, going to work for you. You got to test it out. It's not up to me to make somebody see my magic. And period, friend. You already know. Period. We can wear a guitar for the money. I'd be skinny too. Yeah. Boom. Jasmine, is important another reason. Is it important to know the reason his last relationship ended? So, for me, I'm going to ask. And most of the times, they lie. Most of the time, it's a lie. Most of the times, it's a lie. So what you need to do is take mental note of what he first said to you. Then ask him again. It comes up in conversation naturally. And then start asking those hard questions. Asking those vetting questions that, okay, well, it didn't work out because she was crazy. That's a red flag for me, one. Oh, she was crazy? Okay, well, why was she crazy? Because she used to call me all the time. She never believed me where I was. Yeah. Time will show you that she was crazy, because he would go out and tell you that he was going to call you when he get home. He never would. And you wouldn't hear from him until the afternoon. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't crazy. She was not crazy. Everybody to see this. Okay, never mind. I thought I had my, because I have a 256 gigabyte, I was making sure that it was going to fit. My husband is over here sighing when he said the vibrator is better. I mean, can't y'all incorporate that into sex? I mean, hey, a little sex toy play, I need all this back in March. Shaking my head, I learned my lessons. Oh, baby, let it be the last time you learn a lesson. What are some of those hard questions? I really like what you could have done better in your last relationship. That's a gem. Oh, thank you. Hard questions are just the questions that you really don't want to ask. Those questions that when you're in the honeymoon stage, you don't ask. So say you're a person who believes that, or you're a person that believes that a man should pay for dates. And you're like, okay, so what's your idea of courting? Have you ever courted a woman? And who pays for the dates? And letting him answer that and letting him be honest. Miles, I'm not letting you in here. You got to shut up. I'm talking to my dog. Letting him answer that question, because a lot of times we don't want to hear the answers to the hard questions, because it's like it's going to ruin this picture that we made, that the romanticized, fantasized picture that we made, the fantasy in our head. You know, when you're planning your life out with him and you have only been on one date. Yeah, that one. Oh, okay, so that's why you shouldn't do that either. Red flags. Okay, Nigeria in the house. Your Scorpio eyes are on deck today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Gone are the days I'm crying and nagging over dudes that can only wash their ass in Irish Spring. Baby, you don't wear cologne. You don't have even one bottle of cologne. I'm crying over you. And this is me talking about my wrestle. I'm crying over a man who can't give me anything, who never gave me anything, who never took me on trips, the trips that I can take myself on, who never bought me anything, the things that I buy for myself. You got me fucked up. It's never happening again. Never. Not Irish Springs. I asked to, and damn right they lie. That's why listening, sitting back and listening, taking mental notes, not talking too much, not giving away your whole life story. Because, and the thing is, people will say, well, Jasmine, that sounds like too much work. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to use strategy. And if I have to play a game to date, I don't want to date. Well, baby, guess what? The person that you're talking to, he's used strategy on you from day one. He saw what he wanted. He figured out what kind of person you were, and he's going to figure out how he's going to get what he wants from you. That's why, like I said, going back to the beginning, it's important to know what you want out of a situation. What do you want? What do you want, and what are you going to do? What are the standards that you are going to uphold to get that? Y'all feeling me? Y'all feeling me? Y'all feeling me? Okay. Are you African? If so, what part? Not directly. My mom is just black, and my dad is from Belize, in Central America. But no. But I heard there's like a large population of Nigerians that like were in Belize, but I don't really know. I haven't really dug into that. So beautiful. Thank you. I need Marjorie Harvey to write a book or give us a snippet because she trained Lori. If you watch Marjorie Harvey, you don't really need a book to see what she did. Like literally, Marjorie is a living, breathing strategy monster. You dated a drug lord, and then when he went to jail, he couldn't do nothing for you. So you went and dated his relative, I think his brother or his cousin, because he had the money too. You had his kids, and then you somehow got Steve Harvey, which I'm not saying somehow because Steve Harvey is not all that cute, but he has millions of dollars and can pick from whoever he wants. She's a gorgeous woman. Probably used a lot of seduction tactics on him. It wouldn't be hard because she's gorgeous and he looks like a Muppet. So, you know, I lie to men now. You don't need to know all my business. 75% of the time, a good portion of men while dating are lying, exaggerating. When I say lying, I don't care about lying. I don't until I see, and I'm not saying like I'm lying about what it is that I'm doing from a day-to-day basis, but you don't need to know that how much money I make. You don't need to know necessarily like what company I work for. You don't need to know all that, because here you are. He'll know down to the goddamn time and date you were born, and you only know that he's an engineer, and you don't even know where he lives, but he knows where you live. Hell no, dog. Hell no, no. How do you block those questions? What questions? Please say this. I got y'all. How do you block those questions? Marjorie is I aspire, baby. Because what she did, she came with all her kids and I'll be like, this is me, and you're going to take care of all of us. Like, yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm a package deal. Marjorie knew she knew who she was, she knew what she wanted, and she got it. And she definitely taught Lori. But I wouldn't be dating Future. But hey, make them trick and leave them. I don't even think they're together anymore, honestly. I honestly don't think they're together. I'm recording on my camera, so Block those questions about yourself, about like those personal questions. So yesterday, a guy asked me, and this is the first conversation that we're having. Do you live alone? I said, why? Are you coming to kill me? You're trying to kidnap me? Because that's weird. That's weird. If I'm dating a man, and because I usually date like my age for fun, and then if I'm serious, it's like 35 and up. I'm assuming he lives alone, so I'm not going to ask that. But for you to ask me on like our first interaction, even our first date, it's weird to me. And I'm going to make you feel stupid. I'm going to make you feel like, okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. I'm not going to even, because she makes me feel like a fool. Like, yeah, so you redirect. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm a little shiny. Yeah, like, yeah, she said sniper. Yeah, I'll save it. Yeah, it's just like, I really will make you feel stupid, like, oh, why are you coming to kidnap me? Like, that's just kind of a weird question. I literally will say, that's a weird question to ask somebody that you don't know. That's a weird question to ask somebody you don't know. Do you completely lie when they ask, tell me about yourself? Hell no. No. You can completely be honest about yourself without giving all your information away. Like, you can literally be completely 100% honest without giving all your information away. I have watched YouTube videos on femininity, and honestly, I'm learning about femininity while observing the women I work with, and it's amazing. Femininity is so powerful and enjoyable. And that's the thing, like, you know, I have very mixed feelings about being feminine and like masculine and all that. But I know that being feminine has worked in my favor, and it's easy for me. It's easy for me to let a man do what a man is going to do, and me sit back and just be pretty and, you know, add to and enhance his life. Yeah, it's I learned how, like, because I'm a Aries, so we are a masculine, aggressive sign. As a woman, my chart is very masculine, so I've had to kind of retrain my brain and retrain like my instincts and my impulsiveness, and be like, okay, how can I give off like, I'm a lady, you're going to treat me like a lady. I like help. I like when you give me a hand. I like when you do this for me. I'm a receiver. Feminine energy is receiving. It's being okay with receiving help. So when he asks you, is there anything that I can do for you when you're having a hard day? Yeah, I actually need help with, I don't have time to go to the grocery store. He'll order the groceries for you, or he'll go get them himself and drop them off to your house, or whatever he needs to do to make things easier for you. That's what he's going to do. So just learning to be a receiver and not be like, oh, I got it. Oh, I make this amount of money. Yeah, so that's impressive. No, I'm not telling you shit about my salary. Yeah, You know who wants to know about how much money you make? Dusties who want to live off of you, who don't plan to contribute to your life in any way. Because they're like, oh yeah, she got a good ass job. Yeah, she got her own place. Yeah, I'm a crash there about 3 nights a week. Yeah, all I gotta do is give her good dick and whisper sweet nothings in her ear. That's why words don't really mean nothing to me. You could tell me I'm beautiful till I'm blue in the face, because one, I know. Thank you God. We praise Jesus. But how are you really proving to me that you think I'm just beautiful and I'm outstanding? My beauty knocks you off your feet. You care about me so much. Show me. Your words of affirmation, which is one of my love languages, is really backed up by gifts and acts of service. What you sacrifice for me shows me that you really mean what you say. Because otherwise, the flattery, I don't give a fuck. I get that from my mama, my dad, my brother, my best friend, my family members who love me. I get that. I get that from myself. So I don't even need to hear that from you. Like, it's good, but it feels even better when it's backed up. Like, babe, oh, like, you look so good. Like, you smell so good. What is it that you wear? What's that perfume that you wear? Oh my God, it smells so good. Do you have the basket? Do you have the wholesale? Let's go to Neiman Marcus. Like, and it's possible. It's possible. I don't want you to have any doubt in your mind that the things that you dream of, you're not receiving these visions. You're not receiving these feelings for anything. It's possible. And I'm going to tell you, for me, that's how I have to operate. And it's always true. It's always true. What I see in my head becomes a reality. It becomes a reality. Actions for me, them words keep, yeah, you can keep that. We need a book, friend. Hey, you know, I believe that one of my gifts is like teaching and speaking and using my voice for the better. I don't know what's in the future, but I know it's going to be something huge that, whoa, wow, I don't know. But I know it's going to involve my voice. I know it's going to involve my presence. I know people are going to hear me and people are going to feel me. Like, hey, you gonna hear me. Yeah, no doubt. I'm a big mouth, but you're going to feel me. And that's the most important for me. I want you to feel it. Like, so bad that you start changing your mind about yourself. I became this way. I bet on myself 100%. Seeing other people who look like me flourish and get exactly what they want. Seeing other people speak a certain way about themselves and being like, well, she speaks that way about herself. Why don't I speak that way about myself? And saying it until I believed it, baby. I might have not believed it at the beginning of the year, but now, there's really not anything you could tell me. There's really not anything you could tell me about myself that I don't already know. It's really not, you know? And you can take that how you want it, you know? It's like, yeah, you can take that how you want it. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. This might be too much. Let's see if I can make it work. Look like Tyrone Biggums, bitch. Hell no. Hell no. I don't care what anybody. Hi, Erica. Hey, Kylie. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. One, because I know myself. I know what I'm here for. I know my purpose. I know that people who love me feel me and they know where I'm coming from. But I also don't care about what people have to say about me, especially about my standards, is because a lot of the times people's disagreements with your standards, which is so outlandish, is because they don't believe that it's possible for themselves or they cannot do it. So those broke boys that be like, I don't know why I keep on doing this to myself. I'm going to learn my lesson one time. Second time. So those broke boys who are like, oh, that's not possible, and those women who's like, it's all about love. It's because you kind of don't believe that for yourself, and that's cool, you know. So that's why I don't really care about what anybody has to say about me. Hey, Kali. Hey. Yeah. So yeah. That's y'all. I have not even. We didn't even cheers. Can we cheers to knowing exactly what we want, saying no to anything that isn't it, and being okay with letting it go. Holding on to things like this. Let me show you what you need to hold on to things like this. Literally, I'm hanging on with my fingertips instead of holding on to things like this. Because what happens? Let's see. Hey, I'm the queen of analogies. You're holding on to things like this. Say this. And you're squeezing the shit, it is coming out. You're not even getting what you want. And you're holding on to it. When you hold on to this, like this, you know, it's okay if it goes or comes. It's okay. If it goes, it's cool. If it stays, that's even better. But if it's gonna stay, it needs to be doing exactly what you want. Like, you know, adding some gloss to my lips. I hope that made sense. I really hope that made sense. This is fake wine, aka Moscato. Tastes like grape juice with a sparkle. Child, I'm old. My joints don't allow that anyway. I ain't holding on to shit, sis. Cheers, guys. Cheers in the chat, y'all. Like, I just want you to absolutely believe that there's better out there for you. Hey, I just want there to believe that. I want you to believe that the best, whatever is the best, that's what's for you. The wildest dream that you have, that's yours. the thing that you really, that's kind of, the shit that you think about is scary. That's yours. Y'all, I'm getting chills. What's scary, what scares you, that's yours. That is yours. And you will not have this vision of your life. You will not have this feeling of what your future love is going to look like if it wasn't for you. But you can't just wish upon a star. What's that song? You can't wish upon a star, babe. You can't cry, what was me? Oh, niggas ain't shit. Oh, all I attract is, yeah, because that's all you're going to attract. Are you going to cry about it, or are you going to adapt? Are you going to say, oh, I really want that. Oh my God, next year. Are you just going to do it? Are you going to put your head down and focus? And I'm talking to myself right now. I was talking to the camera. You know, what's it going to be? What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Are you going to spend another month, another day, another week, another year, thinking that this is the best that you can get, thinking that this is the end all be all, something that's not serving you, something that makes you cry, something that you're confused about? Nah, you can cry and adapt, because I'd rather cry and I'm gonna tell you this, because I've cried a few times this year. My best friend, I've cried to her on the phone about how frustrating, because it's not easy. It's not easy, but I'd rather cry being uncomfortable in uncharted territory, knowing that I'm on my way to where I want to be, than crying over the same shit that I've cried before over. Oh my God, crying over one thing more than once. Whew. Hate to see that. We learn our lessons once, and once is all we need. Cheers. 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 It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. We have a question, guys. Caller on the line. How do you believe in the standards boundaries you set so that you don't back down? So for me, I look at how those boundaries are going to affect my life. How are they going to benefit me? My boundaries benefit me. They're there because they benefit me. So, okay, what happens if I don't stick to my boundaries? What happens if I do let somebody take advantage of me in a way where they're, not setting up a date? They're just like, oh, hey, it's 11 o'clock. You want to come over? I did not stick to my guns of, one, not answering the phone after a certain time, and two, accepting a low effort last minute date. So I go over there thinking, oh yeah, he wants to spend time with me, and I ended up fighting him off from my panties every 2 minutes, and I'm sitting there trying to watch a movie when the movie was never on the menu, babe. So then I spend my time, and it's like 12:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta be up at 6. Now I done lost sleep because I didn't stick to my boundaries. Now I'm sleepy at work, and I didn't stick to my boundaries. Now I'm not able to perform at work, and that affects my livelihood, because then my boss is like, oh, you sleepy, or what happened to that report, or what happened. And that's directly affecting your livelihood. I don't care what nobody says. Who you spend your time with, who gets your time, is going to directly affect your livelihood. So that's why I don't play about the people that are around me, baby. I don't play. I don't play, because they directly affect your life. Directly. I'm reading comments. I cried last night and woke up and got to it and cleansed my space. Yeah, crying is cleansing. Crying is cleansing. There's nothing wrong with crying. That's okay, especially our Cancers, Aries, we cry. Pisces, like water signs and stuff like that. Scorpio moon. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I don't cry at everything, but when I reach my breaking point, I'm gonna cry, and that's okay. And it might not be like something hurt my feeling and I cry. It might be I'm watching a movie like Waiting to Exhale and I'm crying. And it might be that I have a dream and somebody asks me if I'm okay, and I start crying and I wake up crying. True story. That happened at the Scorpio moon we last had, which I knew was gonna affect me, because I took a spiritual bath and a love bath, a self-love bath, and I called upon Oshun, who's a Nigerian Orisha of love and abundance, and I asked her to bring love into my life, self-love. I asked for self-love, self-acceptance, and abundance in my life. And I wanted to got rid of things that did not serve me, any leftover heartache, any leftover anxiety, any fears that I had, and I let it go. I asked her to remove that from me, and went to sleep, fell right asleep, and I had a dream where somebody asked me, "Are you okay?" And I started talking at first, and then I just bust out crying, boo-hooing, so bad that I woke myself up, and I was crying in my sleep. I was crying awake, and I realized I was crying, and I was like, wow. And I went back to sleep, and I woke up, and it was just like, So, yeah, I don't know how I got on that, but yeah. Accepting that being alone is better than being in a situationship when you have lowered your standard up, period. You got to get comfortable with your solitude. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being alone. I actually have enjoyed the past year to myself. This has been, I've said this before, and this was a time when I was alone. This has been one of the best years, like spiritually, emotionally. Excuse me, it's the wine. It's been one of the best years because I've really sat down and gotten to know myself. I've uncovered layers about myself that I really didn't know, or I didn't really want to accept and confront. Because when you spend time with people who are not for you and do not serve you, what that plaque builds up, babe. That plaque builds up, and you end up getting a cavity. Getting a cavity. So yeah. We need a gift of that move. I'm a Virgo and I'm a crier, but I've learned that everything deserves my tears. Yeah, Virgos cry, sis. Virgos cry a lot. I need to look into spiritual baths. Yeah, I'm more of a spiritual person. I've accepted that about myself. I grew up in a Christian home, non-denominational Christian, and I respect Christianity, but I have to be true to myself, and some things do not work in my life. Some things do not work in my life, and that's one of them, and I've come to peace. I've had peace with that. I'm not going to live my life in fear of, sending myself to an eternal hell or eternal heaven. Not that that's cool for you, but for me, as for me in my house, I know that my heaven is here on earth. I know that even after this, whatever we have after this, when I become an ancestor, it's just like, hey, I know I lived my life in love. I know that I was a good person. I know that I, was true to myself. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Men are so much work. I gotta love being single before you can have, can love being partnered, in period. Because if you're not happy by yourself, if you can't sit alone with yourself, I don't care. That person's not going to bring you happiness. And it's not that they're not going to bring you happiness. It's not that, I don't know if it's going to make sense, but it's not that they're not going to bring you happiness. Is that ultimately the relationship is not going to bring you happiness. This may manifest in somebody who's a narcissist, a cheater, somebody who's unmotivated, somebody who does not speak your love language. You're not going to be happy. So that's what I mean when the relationship is not going to bring you happiness. If you're not happy within yourself, because when you have self-love, you know what you like about yourself. You know your boundaries. You know your standards. You're going to stick to them. You know what serves you and what doesn't. You're okay with letting things that go, stay gone. So that's self-love. Love of self, respect of self, acceptance of self brings so much more than what you think you're going to get out of somebody else, because they're not going to give you what you need. They're not going to give you what your soul craves. Your soul is asking to be still and to be with yourself, to really connect to yourself. But you're not going to get that because you keep on trying to find it in somebody else. They're not going to give it to you, sis. They're not going to give it to you. Same Wow, thank you for that confirmation. Yay. Who's this? Moving past religion is such a freeing experience. Hey, And I listen to gospel. I still, but I just kind of apply it to me knowing that there's a creator and that there are so many different religions out here that, baby, I cannot just believe that I'm going to be sent to hell because I don't believe in this one out of thousands. So, hey, take that how you want. I still love everybody. Do what I'm all about. Staying true to yourself. That's it. That's me. I'm on a journey with my spirituality because, like you said, there are elements of Christianity that don't sit well with me. Yeah, y'all already know. If you see what I'm about, if y'all see my story, if you watch my story, y'all can see what I'm about. You see that I'm all about minding your goddamn business, letting people be exactly who they're going to be. And hey, the people that are living in their truth, they're not worried about you. They're not worried about you. You look absolutely stunning. This hair and makeup plus the robe. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am sweating under this robe. 2-piece and a biscuit. 2-piece and a biscuit. A soggy 2-piece. Okay? A soggy 2-piece. I'm going to get this second question up before I start reading comments. How do you handle online dating internationally and talks of meeting after the crisis, Jamaica and Canada? Can you give me more intro? I don't know what the crisis is. I'm a little bit ignorant to that fact, if you don't mind. I'm reading comments now. Child, you got me looking up satin and silk robes online. Baby, the knockers, they finna be moist, honey. And I put baby powder under these robes, and I've probably let go about 10 pounds. So when you see that hourglass shape, no, baby, it's not sweet sweat. It's titty sweat. It's sweet satin, okay? I wrote what I want in a mate, put it in the air, and currently working on being what I want, a better me. The list made it so clear that as soon as a person comes near that isn't that, I run. Simplicity, simple as that. Simplicity, simple as that. And that's it. And you don't gotta explain nothing. You see it for what it is. You don't have to stick around and try to make it work because it doesn't work. Simplicity. I'm looking at my camera because, well, I really hope that this was like in focus. I really hope that it was. If it wasn't, it's okay. If it wasn't, it's okay. But please ask that question again because I really didn't understand. It's the eyes for me. Ah, thank you. The corona crisis. Oh, okay. Please stop. Mine are sticking to my stomach right now. Baby, mine are tucked into my panties. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Hey, beauty. I'm going to come back because I have 2 minutes remaining. We need the face. I got the face. It's at the link in my bio. I dropped it a few days ago. I love how you're singing simplicity to the tone of Whitney the Possible. Simplicity, it's as simple as that when you see what you want. Simplicity, it ain't as hard as you make it because you're trying to fit them into a box. Simplicity, things can happen every day. I'm saving this, y'all. I'm about to log out. I got 1 minute left. I'm coming right back, okay? Bring your questions. Let's ask questions. And if somebody wants to join me, let's join, okay? All right. Share to IGTV. Okay, cool. Impossible. Things can happen every day. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a sentence to something in marriage. Impossible. Hey guys. Instagram has this weird thing now where you can't save your lives unless it's an IGTV video or unless you save it to your phone. So I uploaded to Instagram TV, but I also uploaded to YouTube later. So get into it. I'm looking at my camera. I really hope I'm in focus, but if I'm not, hey, hope I'm not too blurry. I'm back like cook, crack, knickknacks, and patty whacks. Give a dog a bone, hey, give a dog a bone, hey, give a dog a bone. I don't know how y'all deal with me. I really don't. So, let's chat. Give me a question. Hey, y'all. Hope y'all can't see my panties. Where's this robe from? Sheen. Shein. It was like $20. Make me holla, baby. Who's your daddy? Rayford Mitchell. I missed the joke, Kaylin. I missed it. Hi, man. Online dating. He lives in Canada Island. How to meet without him thinking we will have sex? Yeah. Shay. Is it Shay in? She in? What does that even mean? Like she in? She's in? Okay, she in. My best friend tried to tell me that to Sade, but I was like, no, it's Sheen. I was like, Aries, it's Sheen. Shay in doesn't even make sense. Gotta apologize to her. Okay, let's go. So somebody's asking about online dating. He lives in Canada. I'm in Jamaica. How to meet without him thinking we're gonna have sex. Okay, so if men don't have anything else, they're gonna have the audacity. So it does not matter what you lead him to believe and what you say. He's still gonna think if there is a 1% chance, babe, he's going to take it and grab it by the coattail and drag it. So no, I would avoid the the thought of like the possibility of sex. Is don't be suggestive, and he can't go up to your room, and don't stay out too late, and none of that. No don't even give him the slightest idea. You could be down the street, they think they're entitled to it. Oh yes, literally, I had a guy I had one conversation with yesterday, and I got off the phone and did some digging and figured out he wasn't for me. So I blocked him. Baby, he was mad. He was so mad at me, babe. You could have thought I shot his dog. He was so mad at me. But hey, it wasn't. I didn't see it for you, and I'm not entitled to. I'm not obligated to give you an explanation. You're not entitled to any of my words or my presence, so that's why I ghosted you. They do it all the time. When they see something they don't like, they don't give you an explanation. What? Yeah. She had deodorant balls underneath her arms. I don't really want to fuck with her like that. So yeah, I'm gonna just go. Oh, okay. He didn't send me a voicemail. He just sent me like a very detailed text message, and I was just like, wow. And I wanted to cuss him out at first because he was very passive aggressive, and I figured out he was a narcissist like before those messages were sent. But that just confirmed like he was psychopath, like really psychopath. And baby, if men don't have the audacity, and this was a lesson for me about dating ugly guys or dating guys that you're not necessarily attracted to, especially when they don't have anything to offer, like money. Don't do it, because he literally, nigga, you look like you crawled up the motherfucking trash can, Grover, and you think that you can talk to me any kind of way, and you think that you're entitled to an explanation for why I don't want to talk to you after one conversation. Your granny's bald, and she'll never grow hair, except for the top lip and that beard. So, cheers to that. Cheers to that. I'm sorry. I've been holding some ignorance in. It was about time, guys. It was really about time. Hey, your granny's bald. That's it. I hope you stub your big toe on the corner of the bed, that metal bed that you have, that cheap ass metal bed that you have. I hope you stub your toe every time you think about me. Because baby, yeah, God don't play about me. So if you thought, just in case you thought, I hope you stub that big black ass fungus toe. I hope you do. But yeah, so as far as like not giving him the idea of having sex, tell him sex is not on the table. He'll take that and be like, it still is, huh? No, why? He'll still think it's on the table, but just be firm about it. No, he can't go up to your room. You don't make me want to stay out too late. Don't let him touch you in a certain way. Like, And if he's for you and he's respectful of you, he's not gonna try it. I had a friend who got flown somewhere really nice, and she was not pressured for sex, and they did not have sex, you know? So just don't put yourself in situations that, you know, you give them an inch, they take a mile. So just, you know, and be careful. Make sure you're sharing your location and you arm yourself. Maybe something sharp, something, you know, something, please. Thank you. Hey, mommy. Hey, y'all don't even have to feel fool with me, honestly. You know, I mean, with love, honestly. If you're here, if you've been here from the beginning, make some noise, because by God, you have the patience. You have the patience of, I don't even know, of a gardener, babe. You who grows watermelons, because you have the patience of a preschool teacher that works in Oak Cliff, Dallas, with them bad kids and no resources. You have the patience of, my God, I love you so much. Show us the part in your hair. Hi, Jasmine. Congratulations on your beautiful baby girl. Here's the part. You see it? I just did something slight, you know? Just a little something. I didn't feel like doing my hair all the way, and I actually love doing my hair like this. So, yeah. I really love y'all. I really do. I really, really do. Did you manifest the friendships you have now? Absolutely, babe. Absolutely. Yo. All of my friendships right now are manifestations of prayers I said in 2017. Every single one of my friendships right now is a manifestation of God's love for me, and my faith in God, and my faith in just the law of attraction, and my faith in the Creator, that the Creator loves me, and everything is always working out in my favor. Whew, I love my friends. I don't take that lightly. I love my friends. I really love my friends, and I'm blessed to have more than one best friend. I'm blessed to have people that I have not known for a long time, but I truly believe that they have my best interest at heart. I'm not giving them up, babe. I'm not giving them up. Would you ever do a meetup? I sure would. I don't think I'm like big enough to do anything like that yet, and hey, maybe I need to stop speaking that. Hey, I would absolutely do a meetup. I can tell the love is real. That's beautiful. Thank you. Hope to come across my full tribe one day. And you will. Fuck. Sorry, that was my best friend calling me right there. I'm sorry. I hope she don't call again, because we're the type that if you don't answer, we'll blow your shit up. You speak about the law of attraction. Is it similar to? I mean, to me, it goes hand in hand. Like, to me, it's just like what you focus on is what you get. My God, I have my titty swinging. Free show. Y'all all need to cash out me 25 cents, baby. 25 for each titty. That was peeking through. None of y'all told me. Oh God, now I gotta act right. I got somebody I really respect. I can't cuss in here. None of that. Oak Cliff with Tony Evans. I didn't know it was rough. Oak Cliff, I mean, I was working for Dallas ISD at a Title I. I think it's Title I or A school. It was A school. Whew. I worked in Mansfield ISD for like 4 or 5 years before that. And baby, oh, yikes. I loved what I did though before I quit. Love you, Jess. Hey, what's up, Matt? Yo, can you believe it's gonna be 10 years since we graduated high school? Damn it, the question box was in the way. We didn't get to see. Sade, time out. Time out. It's time for you. Time out. Let's go to these questions. Do you still believe in true love, or just being smart and marrying rich? So I'm gonna say this. The true love for me is going to involve abundance. It's going to involve resources. The true love for me is going to look exactly how I want it to look. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. The true love for me is going to look exactly how I need it to look. Exactly. And if it don't, I'm just not going to find true love, I guess. But I believe I believe that there's true love out there for me. It's going to look exactly how I need to look. And y'all know what I like. So, both of them. Yeah, Kiki. Both of them. Y'all got some good questions in here. Somebody asked me this the other day. I would move. I would love to spend time in like London. I would love to spend time in a black part of London. Where the black people at? Like, where are the black people at in London? Like, I would love to move there, live there for a minute. I would move to Belize. I would purchase land in Belize. Excuse me, it's that wine. Sorry, excuse me. I would purchase property in Belize. My biological father is from there, and he's buried there. And I hear that a lot of white people are buying up land there, and I would love to have a chunk of land there, and maybe definitely get into real estate there, because that's like a tropical vacation escape. I definitely would invest into some property in Belize and maybe build like an Airbnb there. Ooh, baby girl. That's what I would do. I also would move back. I'm saying back. I don't know specifically where my ancestors are from, but I would go to Accra, Ghana. Baby, I'm going back home. Hey, they welcoming me with open arms. I'm going back home. I'm raising my babies there. Like, I'm okay. If that's what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna raise my babies there. So yeah. Yeah. I would move to LA if I had like Rihanna money, but otherwise, no. Y'all know I'm from LA, but absolutely not. The money is not. I mean, the cost of living is not worth it to me. So this what you doing, bitch? Okay. You want me to call Chrissy? Do you want me to call you by your government name, or are you gonna act like you have some sense in here? Don't embarrass me in front of company. Don't embarrass me in front of company. Yeah. Talk to me nice, sweetheart. Talk to me nice. Hey, honey. Hey, pumpkin. Hey, pudding. Talk to me nice. Don't be embarrassing me in front of company. I just spoke a good word about you. So, so we don't have to remove you. I thought we were just Christian. Now, don't make me put your middle name out here. Christian. Play with me if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. You better act like you got some sense in here. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. I love you too. I love you too, sis. I really do. The ray that B rolled off. Oh, when I said bitch. Y'all, she really, if y'all heard how we talk to each other, y'all be like, it's either like, especially because she lives in Chicago, I live in Dallas, so like, it's either like really lovey, like, I love you too, oh my god, you look so pretty, or it's just like we sitting each other like rolling our eyes at each other like, bitch, like, and she's just like, you get on my nerves, and I'm just like, so I don't care, I don't care, you thought that was supposed to hurt I don't care. 2 Aries, so yeah. Don't ignore her. If she starts, y'all, she like the one in the classroom that be acting up. It's the bad apple. That's the one you ignore. You just say, eyes on the teacher. Eyes on the teacher, no matter what she does. Eyes on the teacher. Thank you, class. I got some stickers for y'all later. I do. I really do. Question time. All the books. Let's see. Out of all the books on behavior and dating, which one is the one you would recommend? Just one. I don't know if I can recommend just one, guys. I really don't. So as far as manifestation goes, you've got to read you've definitely got to read 2 books. You Are a Badass by Jems and Sarah, and then after you've understand or been introduced to like the law of attraction and manifestation, Manifest Now by Adil Ahmed. She's a Idillionaire on here. Man, like, matter of fact, I need to start listening to that now, again for like the 4th time. Amazing books on manifestation, and those are my Jasmine's Gems highlights, so check that. And then as far as dating and relationships go, now let's get to like personal relationships with ourselves, as far as like self-love, body acceptance. Every single one of Chidera Egeru's books. So I love The Sunflower. Hey girl, if you're watching. So what's the first one? What a Time to Be Alone. It talks about just being comfortable with yourself and accepting that it's okay to be alone. And then How to Get Over a Boy. It's just kind of like taking the weight off of what we put on men, and like, you know, just finding that magic within yourself. All that magic we think that the opposite sex has, we have it in ourselves. I'm about to say bye to my camera. Bye guys, my camera's about to die. Bye.